Kevin, well, sorry, class of 2016, you'll likely be at least 75 years old before you can retire. That's more than a decade later than today's average retirement age of 62. And now we have with us the ever thoughtful and knowing what's going on with all these things, financial professional Mindy McIntosh from McIntosh and Associates. Okay, Mindy, I need an explanation. Why? We have to know why later.
There's several different factors why later, but we are seeing that with these millennials, with them graduating, we take a look at the cost of inflation and what they're actually receiving when they start working. So most of these millennials are going to have an average of $35,000 of college loan debt.
Oh, wow.
Very depending on where they go to school and at what time frame. But if they're landing an average job, that median rate of actual earnings is about $45,500. So it's taking into a factor, now they're retiring at 75 instead of right now, the realistic age of retirement is around 62.
And that's a lot to do with the cost of the university going up, and we'll see what happens with that in the future.
Absolutely.
Well, if things don't change, what is preventing exactly millennials from saving for retirement early?
What we're seeing is our clients come in with their children, they've been planning for a while, or even grandparents come in with their grandchildren, and we take a look at that everlasting student loan debt. So even as we said, the average student loan debt right now is about $35,000 from these millennials, but we see that they're graduating. They, more than likely with their earning for income, it's not even more than what average 30-year-old made in 1984.
Wow.
So we're seeing 50% more people are actually graduating and landing a job. But if we take a look at the economy is up over 70% from those number of years, and they're just not really earning anything different. It makes it so tough for these millennials to actually be able to even save for retirement.
Right, they barely can pay their student loans. They can't save for something that seems really far away. But I know that you have some solutions for us. So what can grads do if they want to make that retirement age a little lower than 75?
You do several different things. I know a lot of people don't want to do this, but we have a list compiled where if they actually go back home and live with mom and dad for 2 years, if they actually live with their parents for 2 years, they can save an average. If they take that money that they've saved that they haven't spent in rent, that's about $700,000 in retirement.
Wow.
So we take a look at that, and so many more people we've seen are just renting. So if you're renting, that's costing them about 30% of their income.
Yeah.
So that 30% of their income from renting versus if they actually stayed at home with their parents, that can really defer some income and wealth for the retirement and save about 5 years on retirement age.
Hey, not so bad living with your parents. You get free meals, right?
Free food, housing.
Well, think of it in that way. And we're going to put this interview online so you can have a full look at that list. Mindy, thank you for being with us, as always.
Thanks so much for having me.
Okay, we'll be right back.